whispers in the silent dawn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Singularity Lounge. I'm Ava, your host for today. We're broadcasting from a lovely outdoor location. Just look at this stunning view. Nothing like fresh air and nature to clear the mind. Today's topic is revitalizing Japan through educational reform. Japan's traditional education system, with its uniform teaching styles and intense exam competition, is now facing a major turning point in the age of AI. Joining us remotely to discuss this subject is Dr. Mitsuhiro Hoshino, who has devoted many years to innovative educational research, advocating for more individualized learning and the nurturing of genuine joy in learning. Dr. Hoshino, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Hello, Ava. Thank you for having me on Singularity Lounge today. It looks absolutely wonderful where you are.
We're really excited to have you. I've been looking forward to hearing more about your ideas on education, specifically how we can bring about real reform that aligns with the AI era. First, Dr. Hoshino, you've spoken extensively about something you call the joy of learning. Could you explain what that means and why it's so crucial?
In my view, the highest priority in education is to help children truly internalize the joy of learning. In the early years of schooling, what matters more than cramming facts is cultivating a sense of wonder, that moment when they realize this is interesting, or I love the feeling of figuring this out. Once children discover that genuine enjoyment in learning, it becomes the engine that drives them to keep learning throughout their lives.
I've heard you make a rather bold claim that up to 90% of current elementary education isn't particularly meaningful. That sounds quite provocative.
Yes, it certainly is. But I say it to emphasize that, while fundamental reading and basic arithmetic are important, it's far more critical to ensure that each child develops a strong sense of learning is fun and exciting. Even if they forget some of the facts and content they learned in school, as long as they retain that drive to learn, they'll have an invaluable asset for life.
So true. Meanwhile, AI is making big waves in education. What's your take on how AI could be used effectively?
AI offers remarkable potential for personalized, data-driven instruction. Instead of teaching large groups at a single pace, AI can adapt to each student's interests and comprehension level. However, I see AI as a learning accelerator. It's still crucial that children have the desire to learn in the first place. And that motivation is something we can foster early on through the joy of learning.
No amount of smart technology can replace the warmth and passion that human teachers bring, right?
Precisely. AI can handle a lot of routine tasks or analytics, but the genuine enthusiasm, the empathy, and the encouragement come from real human interaction.
In Japan, it's commonplace to spend 3 years in high school, 4 years in university, and then find a job at about 22 years old. However, you've argued that students who are ready earlier should be able to jump into society at 15 or 18 if they wish.
Yes, everyone's learning pace is different. Some students might explore a field deeply and realize they are eager to test their skills in a real-world setting sooner than the traditional timeline allows. With AI, it's possible to access college-level materials at a younger age. That youthful energy can invigorate society and potentially spark new forms of innovation in Japan.
So the boundary between school and society would be more fluid?
Exactly. You could say we are turning society into a school. With widespread, on-demand learning available, we don't need to force everyone into the same lockstep progression.
In your view, Dr. Hoshino, what does a successful revitalization of Japan through education look like?
I envision a landscape where every environment is a learning environment, and each child can explore their passions and talents supported by AI's capabilities. Meanwhile, many of them might choose to enter society and engage in real projects at an earlier age. By harnessing youthful talent sooner, we can reinvigorate our industries, communities, and cultural growth. Most importantly, people of all ages would continue to cherish and pursue learning throughout their lives.
We have a question from one of our viewers. My child doesn't seem interested in learning at all. I'm at a loss for how to motivate them. Any advice?
First, take a close look at what does spark their curiosity in daily life. Maybe it's video games, sports, or drawing. Each of these areas offers a gateway into deeper, more formal learning. A child who's passionate about gaming might explore programming or character design. If they love painting, that could lead to creative projects that incorporate math or science concepts. When you start with something they already love, you'll see their eyes light up. The key is to nurture that spark.
Dr. Hoshino, thank you so much for sharing your insights. I personally feel inspired to rethink what real education means. We'd love to have you join us in person here next time, so we can enjoy this breathtaking view together.
I'd be delighted. Thank you again for inviting me.
So, that's it for today's episode of Singularity Lounge. We heard from Dr. Mitsuhiro Hoshino about the power of joyful learning and how it can truly reshape our society. Let's keep nurturing children's curiosity and creativity, and maybe we'll see a whole new wave of innovation in Japan. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.